to dig deeper for a Mach-E, California's zero emissions plan, and Audi's plan to compete in a popular racing circuit. Good afternoon, I'm Kristen Strakalaitis, filling in for Laura Harris. Welcome to Auto News Now. More on those stories in a bit, but first, Apple is trying to take a big bite out of the auto industry. A new version of its CarPlay can replace an automaker's user interface. And that means it can take over every screen on the dashboard and gather crucial vehicle and driver data. Things like displays for speed, temperature gauges fuel levels, and EV battery levels. Analysts say vehicle data could be worth up to $400 billion annually, and automakers may be reluctant to give up something so valuable. Most are being hushed on how they may incorporate the new CarPlay. But Apple has displayed 14 major car company logos, including Ford, Mercedes, and Honda. The new version will be introduced in June. Meanwhile, Ford is upping the starting price of its Mach-E. The increase will be between $3,000 and $8,000, depending on the trim. Ford says higher material costs and supply chain problems have wiped out the vehicle's profitability. Ford has also increased its shipping charge from $200 to $1,300 on all models. The adjusted prices will go into effect Tuesday when order banks reopen. You can read more about this in our newsletter, The Daily. Go to the More section of our website and click on Newsletters on the left to subscribe. Lots of new records in Q2 for used car loans. Experian says there were record amounts financed, record monthly payments, and record loan terms. Used vehicles accounted for 62% of auto loans. That's up 2 points from the first quarter and 4 points from a year earlier. Inventory shortages and rising prices made used vehicle purchases more cost-effective for many. California could phase out nearly all gas-powered cars by 2035, and that could dramatically speed the transition to EVs nationwide. That is because 17 other states typically follow California's auto emissions standards. California's Governor Gavin Newsom first announced the plan 2 years ago, but has now laid out a timetable. It requires automakers to steadily increase their sales of zero-emissions cars. California is the nation's largest auto market and the top market for EVs. They account for 15% of all new cars registered there. And finally, when Audi joins Formula One racing, it will do so with a synthetic fuel-powered car. The company will build a dedicated F1 powertrain in Germany, and it will decide which team to partner with by the end of the year. Audi will join F1 in 2026. That is the year F1 will switch to cars running on synthetic fuels as part of a plan to become carbon neutral by the end of the decade. The change in technology is an opportunity for Audi to start competing in the franchise that has been dominated by Mercedes. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at AutoNewsTV and online at autonews.com for updates all day, every day. Once again, I'm Kristen Strakalaitis. Have a great night, and we'll see you next time.